Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So today at work, I was talking to a guy a while back, a couple months ago. I was watching a chess video, and a guy that I worked with commented on it, and he was like, asked if I was watching a chess video. I said yes, and we kind of talked a little bit about chess, and that was that. All right. Well, tonight we were in there in the break room, and I mentioned to him, I was like, how good are you at chess, man? Like how. So we start talking, and he's like, well, I'm pretty good. I don't know any kind of openings or whatever, but I'm a decent chess player. And that got me to thinking about my own openings, right? Like, because I said, I asked him, what kind of opening do you like to play? And he said, I don't really know any openings. I just like to play. So that got me thinking, like, why do I play what I play? So, and what I want to do here is I want to show you guys what I like, the opening I like. And, I'm not a grandmaster. This isn't going to replace a Chessable course. And, I'm not an expert on these lines or anything like that. But I do want to show you guys the Ruy Lopez and why I like it so much. So back when I first started playing, I played really just kind of whatever. When I very first started playing, I played this and then brought the rook out. Rook's powerful piece. Let's get it in the game. That's a terrible opening because you play your rook out. They play the pawns in the center. Now I can't do anything. So when I started playing for real as an adult, I would play, my queen's pawn or king's pawn, but then I ended up blundering all my pieces, 8, 10 moves into the game. I would put a knight out, I got attacked by a pawn or a bishop, I didn't realize it, and I lost it, right? So I started playing the London. And the logic was, every piece that I have has a place that it's supposed to be. And if I'm not going to blunder the game away, if I haven't blundered the game away in 15 moves, then I'm off to a good start. Because at 500, if you make it 15 moves into the game and you've not blundered, you're doing pretty damn good. So the London really helped me out with that. But as I got better, I kind of started to feel like the London just didn't give me the opportunities to have these aggressive attacking positions that I really wanted. So I started looking around for something else, and I ran into the Ruy Lopez. I had known about the Ruy Lopez, before this. But I kind of seen the way it worked, and I got torched. And so I started looking into it myself, and so I started playing it. And I want to show you guys some of the venom that's in the Ruy Lopez. Explain to the best of my ability. Again, I'm not a grandmaster, and I'm not trying to give, a master class to the Ruy Lopez, because God knows I'm not qualified for anything like that, but I do want to show you guys. So we're going to walk through the first little bit of this and kind of talk through this. So e4, e5, okay? I play a king's pawn, the opponent plays the king's pawn, and I play here. The point is I'm attacking your pawn, and they play like this to defend it. So I'm attacking, you're defending, and the Ruy Lopez is this. This is the Ruy Lopez, or the Spanish. Now, why do you play this bishop here? Well, I'm attacking this, the knight's defending this, and I'm attacking the defender of the pawn, okay? So, in theory, you take the defender, they recapture, you win a pawn. It's undefended, right? You can just take it. So why doesn't every Ruy Lopez game end up in this position and now black's just down a pawn? Why does every game not end that way? Because of this move. Because now you're forked. You've got no way you could defend the knight with this move, but then you lose this piece. Or I'm sorry, this pawn with check. I could retreat, but then I lose this pawn, again with check, and now it's not a good position. So let's say I come back, you take, I block, you take, or if I do this, you can come over here and oh, I know it's pinned. So yeah, so you just end up with this. The computer evaluates this at minus 0.36. So I've lost the queens, I've traded a bishop for a knight, I can't castle. It's not a good position. So you don't really want to do that. That's not what you want to do. So in this position, you want to drop back. Now, I'm ready to castle whatever I want. Look at the pieces for black. He's not ready to castle, right? So I can castle, he can't. I've got 2 pieces in the game, he's got 1. All right? So you drop back. This is the move that I want to see. Now, just like me, I'm attacking your pawn and the defender. You're attacking my pawn, but there is no defender. Okay? So this pawn is definitely hanging. He could take this pawn. This is the move. This is the move. Now, you could take this pawn. You could absolutely take this pawn. But when you take this pawn, notice that the e-file has completely opened up. My king is safe, and your king is not. Your king's in the center of the board. Okay? So this is the move that you want to see, right? So in this position, you take, recaptures, and now you slide over. Okay? Or, I mean, there's a couple of different ways that you could do this, but in general, that's the way that it goes. So let's say, the knight goes back out of here, and I'm just, again, or actually, let's just go back home. This is a safe square. Let's go back home. So the point, this is not the best move, but this is the logic behind all this. So now let's say that you play, I don't know, this. Something like this. Why is this a bad move? This is a bad move. Absolutely, this is a fucking bad move. I'm not trying to show you the best move. I'm trying to show you, the venom in this position. Why is this so attractive to play? Because of this move. Well, let's not hang the piece. Let's not hang the piece. Let's say that we go here. What if we played this move? Why is this move, because you're attacking this guy, it's defended, right? I mean, this is a logical move, right? That's the point. The point is you take here and expose the attack on the king. So now you're in check from the rook, right? But the queen is also under attack. That's the point. Now, there's better moves and better ways to play this, but this is the trap that you could fall into. So this is the reason you don't want to take this pawn. So, you block the check, you lose the queen. Drops back, whatever. Or, let's say that you go here, you're still going to lose the queen. There's no way to save the queen in this position. There's just not. So what's the best move here? You take this. This is the best move. This is what the computer likes. And it's not a bad move. Obviously, it's not a bad move. And it blocks my check, right? But I'm able to, to come over, and now that guy's pinned or whatever, But the point here is you get a discovered attack, and now he's got to deal with the pressure on the e-file. That's the reason that you want them to take that pawn. You're gambiting a pawn, but you're going to win it back. You're going to win that pawn back. So you're not. This isn't a gambit like the England gambit or the Budapest gambit or the von Henning gambit or something like that, where you're just giving away material and you're just down the material and you just hope that you gain it back, later. You cannot hold on to your e-pawn in this position. If you take my e-pawn, I'm going to get your e-pawn too. And now you're going to have to deal with this. And if you don't play this right, you could end up in a lot of fucking trouble. So, I get this move a lot. I get this move a lot. Because it lets you castle here, right? So, and it makes a lot of sense, right? Because if you castle, and then I move this guy, it's defended, right? But you play queen to e2 here. You play queen to e2. And when you castle, now you got a problem. Because you got two attackers and one defender. So that's the move. That's the move. The queen's under attack. So you got to figure out, how do I get away from this attack? If you just go here, well, now I'm just going to take this, and now you go here or whatever, right? It's bad. It's really bad. So I see a whole lot of this because it allows you to castle, right? But if you do, again, you walk into this. The best move is to take, but now you lose your bishop. So your pawn structure sucks. I've won a pawn, and I've gotten your bishop now. So this is the move. And if let's say I played this, right? If I just get out of the way, you lose the game. Game's over, right? So I can't do that. But what if you take the queen? All right? Because again, notice this guy's undefended on this back rank. So that if the queen leaves this square, if I go here, the game's over, right? If I go here, if I go here, game's over. Go back. But what if I take the queen, right? Because now if you take the rook, same thing, game's over, right? I take your queen, you take my rook, and the game ends. Except this guy's pinned. So you have to take. You cannot take this rook. And then chess happens from here. But look at the position. You have a weakness in these two pawns. These are double isolated pawns. The bishop's not doing anything. Your rooks aren't connected. Now, of course, this guy could come out. Whatever, you've got a defensive knight. I mean, the position here is not crushing. This is with optimal play. This is if your opponent doesn't make a mistake. Right? Well, I mean, I guess in this position he kind of has made a mistake. He did get castled. You're only up a pawn here, but in compensation, I have control of the open file. Your pawn structure's trash. It's absolutely garbage. And this is just a good position for white here. The computer evaluates it at plus 1.08. So, again, I'm not trying to show you, the best way to play. I'm not showing you the best lines. I'm not showing you, giving a master class on any of this. But this line is really the reason that I started playing the Ruy Lopez. Because, look, if you're 1500, you're probably not going to run into a situation where somebody blunders the queen here. You're probably not. If you're 900, if you're 700, this is a hell of a trap to try to catch somebody with and blow people off the board. Because, again, I drop back, comes out, knight comes out, you go here, takes. You could even line up like this. He takes, here, then he retreats, he comes back. Same thing. The problem is still the same. You can't hold on to that pawn, and now you're dealing with this discovered check. And, no matter what happens here, you have to understand that this loses the queen for you. It doesn't matter how you get to this position. This discovered check is incredibly dangerous. So, this isn't the best play. I mean, I'm just showing you, if you do try to hold on to it, it doesn't matter. Because whenever you play the pawn out, I mean, what are you going to do? Okay, maybe, what are you going to play this? You're just down a piece. You have to get the knight out of there. There's no real way to hold on here. So, anyway, again, point is, let's just look at this one more time. You come back, you go here. The entire thing is this move, and you have to stop this. Now that, again, it's not defending that square. You have to take this check away from me, or at least take away the potential for it to become, so lethal, right? But, if you play something like this, this is still bad. The computer says that, now I can start kicking the queen around. Maybe you come over to here or some shit. That doesn't work. But anyway, the point is that discovered check. The whole basis of this thing is that discovered check. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on all night about the Ruy Lopez. But, I don't know, the people watching this, I don't know what your rating is. I don't know the depth of knowledge that you guys have in E4 positions. And I just want to show you guys why it is that I play this, how I got to where I wanted to play the Ruy Lopez. Why do I want to play it? What brought me into it? And kind of show you guys the trap. And let you guys have some fun with it. Take this, play around with it on your own analysis board, and go out and get somebody's queen, man. If you're 800... you're 600. Go out and play this and see if you can win some queens. Look, I'm 1400, and you better believe that I'm going to make you stop that move. And still, even at my rating, and again, I'm not fucking Magnus Carlsen here, but even at my rating, you play here, comes back, boom, castle, takes, here, back here, and I still get this, right? A lot. And then I develop, or no, you don't develop here. You come here. I'm sorry. Then you play this. I still get this a lot at my rating, and I'm 1400. And this is just, this is just nice. I mean, this is just a nice position, I mean, I guess... No, you can't take this. Why is this? Oh, no, you can't take that because of the bishop. Yeah, I'm crazy. Anyway, point is, it's a venomous line. There's a lot of places you could go wrong, and it's a fun line to play, in my opinion. So, go on, get out there, see if you guys could have some fun with it too, and thanks for stopping by. Also, quickly, I got a Discord. I'll link it in the description. If you guys want to get in there, we'd love to have you. And like, comment, subscribe, all the things. See y'all in the next video. See you guys.